This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. And now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up north in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
The Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Yes, Jim, I've got a copy. There's a lot of Queen Roger Nancy static, but your Q5 running an S5 up to an S9. I want to explain what has happened and how I was sort of rescued for the hospital if you are copying okay. Go ahead, Jim. K1GZL, Clarksville, northern New Hampshire.
Roger, Roger, Charlie. We do have some lightning static, but you're mostly all over that. So go ahead, sir.
You're mostly all over that. So go ahead, sir.
Okay, well, let me tell you what happened. It was about a week ago, last Wednesday morning, that I woke up on the floor. I woke up on the floor and was not able to raise myself. Evidently my sugar count was on the low side, and I had a schedule with KX4WC Aeronautical Mobile flying the Boeing 767 jet from Sacramento, California to Philadelphia. And he did not hear me on that schedule at all. And I woke up and I thought it was earlier, but it was later. And I was not able to reach the phone when the phone was ringing. I could not reach the telephone. It was too far above me, and I was on the floor for obviously several hours. But then Captain Mike called my friend, who's an emergency coordinator for our Coos County, and he came over and found me on the floor at 2:30 in the afternoon, and that was completely after the schedule I did have. So what happened, he called up the ambulance people at the Upper Connecticut Valley Hospital here in Colebrook, New Hampshire, about 10 or 11 miles south of here, and they came up and transported me to the hospital. Since then, I've been slowly regaining my strength, and it was a very rough occasion. However, I do have on tape here a recording of what I had planned to play that same, this next Friday that I had a schedule with you, and also introducing to your listeners KA4TIE, King Alpha 4 Tango Ida Echo. That is Captain Mike's daughter. When she was 13, she got her extra license, and I have a recording of her at the very end, giving her call sign. Her home, as her dad says, is in extreme southwest Virginia, right on the Tennessee border. And I will play that recording for you if you're copying okay, Jim. Go ahead.
Yes, Charlie, you're very good. Very good signal, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, this is K1GZL, and here it is. This may act up a little, but I'm hoping it won't.
Maybe tomorrow we can pick the right time to maybe 7 o'clock or so. Might be a better time to pick up KA4TIE. But anyway, we're about 80 miles now from South Chicago, so it won't be too much longer. I don't know what the peak is, Charlie. Not sure exactly. Have we determined that in the past? K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Charlie, you're got the volume almost turned 3/4 of the way down, so you're definitely amplifier. I understand. Yeah, you'd like to have that 1,500 watts, but I don't think you need it on this route that I'm on, for sure. I forget which way that is pointed. I think, did you say it points towards LAX and down a little bit further south, or is it a little bit north of that? I wasn't exactly sure which way that quad is oriented. Did you know that Jim has a cubicle quad? He could turn it around and move it around, and I forget what how old he told me. He was like 20, 25 years old, and I didn't realize it was a cubicle quad. Let me see if Jim is maybe listening in. KS7E, any copy on KX4 Whiskey Charlie?
He's in Phoenix.
Q5 there, Charlie. You're about a 5.2, 52. We're showing you 785 miles from our present position, so not too bad for 4/10 of a watt. K1GZL, KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Hearing you at about a 5.5, so we're about 40 miles now west of Chicago. Yeah, we're probably at the maximum at the moment, but it'll be interesting to see as we get past the lake if it's going to change any. Joliet, and yeah, you were about the same on that south antenna as you were at 1 watt on the quad there. You were about a 5.2, 5.3, somewhere in there, but a decent copy there on that south antenna. Too bad I'm not going to be heading south anytime soon, but maybe someday I'll head out there and we'll do another contact down there, down in south. I forget where last time I think we were down in Panama, or maybe was it Santo Domingo, somewhere down there. But anyway, here we are coming up over Joliet, Charlie, K1GZL and KX4 Whiskey Charlie. Chicago, I guess that's Glenwood, Illinois. It's probably a suburb of Chicago, coming up over Linwood and Chicago Heights. But yeah, you're still as strong as ever, Charlie. And all I can say, Charlie, is follow the doctor's orders, stay off the ladder, and I think you'll be just fine. Hopefully, Dave might be able to help you out with that. As a matter of fact, when it was over at my place, we had to change on one of the end-fed antennas as well, because it had been up there for years, and it was frayed out and coming apart. Surprisingly, it was still hanging up there. But anyway, just coming up south of O'Hare and headed in your direction, Charlie. K1GZL and KX4 Whiskey Charlie.
Okay, Jim. Look, I'll hopefully catch you next Friday, and it looks like and by the 20th of July at the latest, I should have the AL88 amplifier back on, and I'm going to keep it at about 1200 watts, KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie. Well, gosh, it'd be nice to get that amplifier back. I'm sure you're waiting for that. And exercise some caution there, Charlie. Got to do that for sure. Good to hear you in there. 73, sir. Thanks for helping us get the show started. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next Friday. And just a reminder, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Network. My name is Jim, KC9VKV, and I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we're recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. So there you go. And without further ado, let's open up the show for Friday afternoon. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.